Say something, I'm coming. Remember that song? Is that song? Who sings that song?
Wait, what part of the song was that?
Say something, I'm coming unto you.
I'm giving up on you.
Holy shit.
What the fuck?
I don't know the words. He said, I said, I'm coming. Well, both can work.
I'm giving up on you?
Say something, I'm coming on to you. Say something, I'm giving up.
Say something, I'm coming on to you?
Then again, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Next on the beat, make it boom.
Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Let's Doc About It. As always, I am Alan Ford.
I am Will Hill.
And today's documentary is about a very sick doctor in Indiana named Dr. Donald Cline. And the documentary is called Our Father on Netflix.
Father.
It's a good hour, about 30-some minutes.
It was
worth
pretty
it.
good.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yes.
I like a good doc that I had like no clue about what was really going on.
And especially when you find out it's close by too.
You were, us being here in Chicago, Indiana is
a
right
place we
there.
go visit a lot. Go visit a lot.
It's right there.
It's right there. Well, for those who don't know, Our Father is about Dr. Donald Cline, who was what was that, surrogate doctor?
No, fertility. He worked at a
fertility
clinic.
Yes. So what kind of doctor is that?
I don't know. I forgot.
Okay, so he worked at a fertility clinic, and it was around like 1979 to about. They said 1979 to about
late 70s. Yeah,
late 70s. He would go to the back, help these women get pregnant, but he would go to the back by himself, masturbate and ejaculate in a syringe and shoot the syringe inside a woman.
My main question is, how do we know that's what he was doing?
Because they're all related to him.
No. How do we know that he was giving them fresh semen? Like, why couldn't it have been old?
So
like,
it's pre-cum technically?
No, I'm just saying, what if he, I guess.
It might be a lot of immature semen jokes in this one.
I'm just saying, what if he just had it all like in there? He was just rubbing one out, putting it in jars.
No, but he got to keep it cold. Somebody's going to ask. I don't think it was a storage spreader. You think it was a storage? Because he got to keep it like somewhere at a certain temp, right?
Right. So how you giving them warm semen?
I mean, hey, anybody get? I don't know if semen is warm or not. I don't know if semen is warm or hot.
It is.
Technically, I have masturbated on my hand before.
Every man has.
Yes, in my stomach.
I mean, but anything come out of you is body temperature.
Right. So it's gotta be a certain temp.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He could be fresh like that. And how many clients? They never said how many clients he took in a day.
All right. So anyway, this whole thing jumped off because one person took an ancestry or 23andMe. They took a DNA test and realized what happened again? They realized that they were related to like
several.
They got like 7-8 hits.
Yeah, well, they didn't because they were looking around. Imagine you looking around, be like, I don't look like my brother or my sister, or my dad at least.
Right, and the one girl,
like
she talked to her parents, and they said that their dad did have problems. He had a low semen count.
And they all had problems getting pregnant in the 80s. But, the same excuse for everything.
Cocaine.
It was the 80s. He just went, it's cocaine too, but it was the 80s. Everybody had fertility problems in the 80s.
Shit, hold on.
Yeah, it was the 80s. And, everybody had fertility problem in the 80s.
Yeah. Yes. Apparently a lot of Caucasian people.
Yes, in Indiana.
So the one girl did the 23andMe, and it came back to several hits that people she might be related to. And then just like a typical white lady, she just started digging into it.
Very into it. She got real into it to find out she was sibling number 14 in this month.
Yeah, that's terrifying because like he serviced such a small area,
right?
And then like it's like the count totals just start going up and up, right? And then it went from like 8, then sibling 14 got on there, then sibling 25 or 28.
And then it's like, all right, this is about the end. We got like 10 minutes left. Guess again, sibling 67. It's
right?
Like, God damn.
So the one girl figured it out pretty much what he was doing, and she sent it out to every news outlet.
Right.
And nobody would pick it up.
No, but one news lady did. Only
Of
one
course.
this lady did.
There's always one.
She came across it. She went into it, but at the same time, there's no like real crime.
Yeah, no. At the end of the day, there's no criminal statute for what he did.
No, it's not.
But morally, yes.
Yes.
Especially for a man of God.
Supposedly, let's go with that. They jumped into that conspiracy.
I feel like every person who does real fucked up shit is always a pillar of the community.
Of the Christian community.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, I mean, even in their neighborhood community,
that's true.
they are always the fucking pillar.
That is
Like,
true.
it's there, turkey drives, and praising the Lord, and the deacon.
he was fighting it for a long time until he just gave in. It's like, yeah. But the DNA says everything. You can't beat DNA.
Yeah, 99.999.
This is
That's you, my guy.
Accuracy. He's accurate.
Yeah, he tried to deny it for a while, which was like crazy because, dude, you knew what you did.
Right.
Like, you knew exactly what you was doing, right? And then it was like 7 of them, and they all like tried to contact him and sit him down and stuff, and he was acting all shady. And to be an old man, he was real pushy.
Yeah, and he was refusing to take the DNA test too. When you refused to do it, you did that.
Guilty.
No, seriously, you refused to take the DNA
In the court of
test.
state opinion.
Guilty. But he would lie, say he was using medical student sperm.
Yeah, that was, I guess, the shit on the pamphlet. Because technically at some point he was a medical student.
Right.
So
And they had to know it was him because now all these people, they got like health problems.
yeah, the same health problems that come, it's hereditary.
Yes.
So like you can't help it but you pass that shit down. And it's like fucked up because he would have never passed, the pre-screen to be a sperm donor. So it's like, bruh.
And just to think if he had like, if he had one of his sons out there is probably a doctor. Imagine if that son's doing that out there. Be like, just like your daddy, man.
Right. I heard they uncovered like
I should
more
play
cases
Stun like
of
your
that.
daddy as soon as I said that.
You remember when they brought them all to the table?
Yeah, and he was sitting there
with the gun, G. Like what?
Oh, yeah.
You bring a gun and meet your kids, my guy.
He was sitting there taking notes and like analyzing them to see if it was, like,
breaking them down.
experiment
So what do you do
stuff.
for a living? All right. What do you do for a living? Fail. What do you do?
If he was my dad, I would have told him, I work at McDonald's, sir. Where have you been my whole life? I was in a gang. My mother got shot. Where have you been, sir?
Okay, Batman.
My bad. Batman was in a gang.
No, parents.
Technically, if Bruce Wayne was in a gang, he probably wouldn't have been Batman. Parents probably would never got shot.
Never
Technically,
mind. We're getting off
that's
course.
a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing.
No, I thought it was strange. I don't know. It's like what I wonder what he was really so afraid of, right? Because he threatened a girl. Remember, he took all the lug nuts off her car.
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
that's weird,
bro. What kind of threat is that?
How you do that so fast though?
It wasn't fast. She woke up in the morning.
Quiet. You took lug nuts off quietly.
They don't make noise.
You know
to
how
take
much?
lug off.
Come on now.
It don't.
What is he using?
Just the regular 4-way.
Oh, come on. He sitting out there cursing that lug nut out and everything. You ever changed the tire with that thing?
I have.
That shit sucked.
No, the factory one sucks.
He probably dropping
the
it.
4-ways are so much better.
Yeah, but he probably like trying to drop it and everything, and then
Maybe he just paid somebody. Maybe his son did it.
they Indiana. You know how quiet it is.
Yeah.
You can hear a lug nut.
Yeah,
hit
but
the ground. You can hear a lug nut hit the ground,
nah.
and that's just like he walking around with a gun. Like this old man just walking around with a gun on him.
Dr. Cline was not for none.
Nah, for nothing. He didn't want to. I understand. Well, you don't want to lose your practice. It's like, man, it's so easy. I get to sit here and just masturbate, and he masturbated in the thing, shot the women up, and then billed them afterwards.
Do you? That's right.
They literally had to pay for that. He billed them. Oh, here's your bill. Like, this is just having a good old time over here.
So, without him doing the interview, we never got like a reasoning behind it.
No, that's
what do you think was his reason? Was it a sexual thing? Or was it?
I thought they were gonna dive into that. They didn't even dive into like his childhood. I was like, this got to be some childhood trauma, some stuff. Like,
I mean, maybe, if don't nobody tell him, how would they find out?
I think
because they had people on the documentary who talked well of him.
Yeah,
who didn't believe it.
And then he got his friend's wife pregnant. The same way.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
You forgot it? After they said he was such a nice person, then he got pregnant. It's like, whoa, that took a turn, didn't it?
No,
But-
so like I seriously wonder, right? It's like three. They had like three theories. Was it like a sexual thing? Was he like in the next room, just knowing this lady is sitting there with a vagina wide open, turn them on? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Was it a religious thing where he felt like he should be fruitful and spread his seed? You know what I'm saying? So like basically, the more kids you have, the more favors you got to get to heaven. I don't really understand that. Or was it to build a pure Aryan race?
Yeah, it's like the white supremacy thing.
Right.
I think it was that.
Y'all let us know.
I think it was that.
You think it was the Aryan thing?
I think it was that. Because if he, like, people who say, like, I understand randomly we walk around bumping you, bless you, have a good day.
Right.
This dude was super religious. He had quotes everywhere. I'm talking about.
That's because, man, some of the dirtiest people hide behind religion.
You know, there he is. I think that's what it is. Also,
because you could take any scripture and like take it completely out of context and bend it towards your will.
Also, you gotta think. I hope this is on topic but off topic. How much was he really producing like that to just go?
I mean, your body like refuels every day.
You gotta drink a lot of water.
I mean, he wasn't doing all this in a week. This was spread out.
Maybe, you don't know. They never said it could have happened. It could have happened.
Yeah, when is everybody's birthday?
Like 3 yeah, we gotta look up everybody's birthday. Like 3 times a day he did that. No, a week.
I think that's very doable.
Every other week, like going to the gym.
I think that's very doable.
Yes.
I think your body
so
is
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yeah.
Then he rests Saturday and Sunday. We gonna do this.
Because you got to go to church.
Yes, he has to go to. He does not do it on Sunday because he goes to church. Damn.
I don't know. Do you think he should have went to jail?
Yes.
They gave him that light ass sentence for lying to the government because they asked him about it.
They tried to get him, but
I mean, they did.
I think he should have went to jail.
He
both.
pled guilty. He pled out, so he didn't have to talk about the details of the case. But to me, honestly, his unwillingness to talk about it proves that he knows it was wrong.
Yes, he knew.
Right? He did all that shit talking to the kids about how it wasn't wrong and how he didn't do it, and then denying about how many times only did it when they couldn't conceive. Like he was doing them a solid. I'm like, at least tell him about it.
Oh yeah.
And then he said, "Oh, only maybe a dozen. No more than 15. No more than 20."
He kept going and kept going.
Bro, by the end, we got up to 94 and counting.
Yeah. No, when he said no more than 15, they would go to, every time he said no more than this number, they would go to another number. He had the little
Kid
roulette.
66. It was like,
66.
what?
Like, god damn. But it's crazy. If you're blue-eyed, blonde hair, and white,
Yeah,
you
living
might
in
be
Indiana.
related to each other.
I was just going to ask you, how, if you was in that position, how afraid would you be to run into a sibling?
I'm being with black people.
You just date somebody out of the race.
Totally a different race. I'm all getting them pregnant, doing all that. We all going different race. If I didn't know that and I just saw that documentary and I went and searched,
Yeah.
I am doing all race. I'm doing my own race. I'm not dating no white. That's why, you know what? That's probably why so many interracial couples in Indiana, if you think about it.
You ever been to Vegas?
Technically, Donald Cline is making a difference.
How?
Getting these interracials to couple because white people don't want to run into their siblings.
It's not like he's doing an injustice to white people.
Yeah, I feel icky saying that a little bit, but
Like
hey,
the one
if you think
girl
about it.
matched with somebody that her kid like is friends with the other girl kid.
Yeah, she
That-
didn't even know.
We're siblings.
That's probably why they got along so well.
That lady crazy, man. I don't want to say she's crazy. I think she's doing a great service to let everybody know. But every time a new hit comes off, she got this fucking lay.
You could be having the worst day ever right now.
All right.
Like you just
do
get those
23 and
results
me.
back, and then she's just like, God damn it, my car broke down. I lost my job.
How
my
you
rent
doing?
is due."
I'm your sibling. You're a child. 98.
Then I find out I got child. If you're child 98, I got 97 other siblings.
By blood.
Yeah, none of them rich.
I wonder if they have family reunions.
No. I guess who's not invited?
The dad.
Yeah, the dad. It's just the moms and the kids. None of the dads can come because if the dads come, man.
That's fucked up.
Me too, man. That's why.
It was all fucked. Like the whole thing, like it really surprised me, right? I don't know why. Maybe because I'm not thinking about no fertility clinics, but I just did not think that was something that happens, right? You go to the sperm bank, because now you can pretty much build your kid before you even get pregnant. You can pick certain characteristics and make sure your kid has these things.
Right. We talked about that before.
I forgot what they called it. They call it a thing. Yeah, but you can custom make your babies, and he just went off script and freestyle. Say, nope, it's gonna look like me.
And then they showed him calling the sibling number 14, the girl who would call everybody.
Mm-hmm.
He would call her and threaten her.
Yeah, he's like, this can't come out.
It's like, this can't come out. You understand? You don't know who I am. Like when they say you don't know who I am, some danger.
Oh yeah, that's some gangster shit.
You thought your lug nuts was gone? Try not getting into your car. I took your keys, bitch. I broke in your house and took your keys.
Detach your battery.
That's how you get somebody back, though.
Minor inconveniences.
And leave their old just run to kill the battery.
I lowered your tire pressure just so it dings.
Yeah,
like,
look at that. I took the caps off the tire so they could just die slowly.
Took the valves off.
Yes.
One day you're going to come outside, your tire is going to be lower than normal.
You'll come outside, your window's going to be down, and it's going to rain.
It's going to rain.
This dude's petty. And then he had pulled the gun out on a reporter, and they go to a restaurant. He got the gun out on her.
Yeah.
It was like, damn, he had a hitman.
He
had a hitman.
It's like, bro, to me, if you're that afraid, you're that ashamed, why even do it?
Right.
Like, I really wish he'd have sat down and talked just so there, sometimes you be wanting closure, at least a reason why. Why did you do it? Like, for you, what was the purpose? Like, we already established you can't go to jail for it, you know what I'm saying? But what was your purpose? Right? Are you too ashamed to be like, oh, well, I was trying to advance the Aryan race? You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, you can't be that ashamed because you did this. You got 96 kids. You know what I'm saying? Or 94.
Just go 94, 90 plus. Let's go 90 plus.
You got 90 plus children that you birthed. Because the one girl, he birthed her.
Oh, he did?
He did.
Gave her gonorrhea.
Birth. He birthed her.
Q Papa was a Rolling Stone.
So, no, because he got the lady pregnant and then helped her give birth. And then became his own daughter's OBGYN.
Really?
You remember that part?
Oh my God, must have like.
Yeah, no. So one of the girls, his daughter, they falsely made.
Okay.
He became her OBGYN.
OBGYN.
Yeah, he was her pussy doctor.
Okay.
This is blood. This is his own fucking daughter. And he used to like check her, do mammograms and shit, feel on her body. This is blood daughter, and she didn't know till later. I'm like, that's fucked.
That is
up.
fucked up.
Because he knew. You know what I'm saying?
White people, y'all be careful out there, man.
To me, like I said, because he knew.
That's scary.
It's not because no one knew and they figured it out later. No, he knew. He knew. Like I bet somebody like that most definitely has like a ledger where he has all his children in there.
Oh, and the church name was Quiverful.
Yes.
That was the church name.
That was like the occult, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is
because
like,
your kids are supposed to be like arrows or something like that.
This is like the out of the 4 episodes, all these ones you can't trust the government. The government don't believe nobody. The attorney general didn't believe them. They didn't think nothing to do about that.
I don't want to say they didn't believe him. There was legit no crime committed at the time. I mean, they have since passed legislation for it,
right?
But at the time, he did not commit a crime. So what is the attorney general supposed to do? What do you do? You can't make up a crime.
You can't. You could
unless he's black. If he was black,
yeah.
He'd have had a crime.
We found 7 syringes. Those not. I don't even know where them syringes came from.
With fentanyl.
Not even semen, sir. What is going on here?
It's the 70s, and you got fentanyl.
Fentanyl. Got blue magic, baby.
Blue magic.
Got the blue magic going. That's funny. I tell you what's messed up. Some of these husbands, you could tell husbands like give last minute gifts. Because sibling 22 husband gave her a DNA test. That's how she found out.
No, you know what? See, I wouldn't call it a last minute gift because maybe it was something she was wondering about.
Really?
To me, that could be thoughtful. Hell
you
yeah.
know how bad a gift giving husbands are sometimes at last minute?
Dude,
babe, I saw this at Walgreens. She'll like this. Maybe she'll like this. Here you go.
Guys are just bad at gifts, period.
Yeah.
I used to work with a coworker. Her husband got her a vacuum for Christmas.
Nice. What kind of vacuum? Was it a Dyson?
It doesn't matter. What woman wants a vacuum for Christmas?
She probably, you
you talk about him
like
getting the 23andMe.
And then we got the vacuum.
No.
Don't be ungrateful.
No. Talking about ungrateful. You just said he gave a shitty last minute gift.
Hey,
some shit that changed her
DNA
life.
test is better than a vacuum.
Right. So what the fuck?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
What the fuck? Fucking ridiculous.
Man, okay, well, and then she found out. I think one girl said she lost her husband because her and her husband were siblings. This documentary is all messed up. It was like, okay, I can see why this is an hour.
It was a great doc. They did their due diligence. Shout out to that one reporter who did what she had to do. Dr. Cline's a piece of shit.
That lady was working. You used to tell, because normally I think, they just do the news and go home. No, they do the news.
She's a real reporter. She's a real reporter.
You can do the news. You stay there. You gotta look up some more stuff for the next day. Then you go home for a couple hours. Wake up, come back and do it again, man.
Alan, what's your first move? You do a DNA test and you find out you got 30 other siblings.
30 other siblings?
Right. Let's say you found it out.
I look at the names of them first, and then I have to Google them.
Mm-hmm.
See if they got any something I can be like, hey, I'm your brother out here, long lost brother. If they got some money. If they found out I'm their long lost brother, ain't nobody looking for me.
What if you do one and then somebody hits you with the message? Hey, I'm your sibling. It's 90 of us.
I think I might. My first intent, I might treat that like a scammer.
Yeah.
You know how we talk to scammers on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're my sibling. Well, I'm into stepsisters.
What?
Yeah,
I've never gotten a message like that.
No, if they send me the message, I will send something that reply. I always send something dirty and offensive to scammers. Like, this is clearly a scam. You want something from me.
Hilarious.
The Nigerians be sending it, man. I'd be like, oh, you know what's funny? The inflation on my penis. Send. And then that's it. That's how
They ever respond?
Huh?
They ever respond?
No, they try to get more money out of me.
Oh.
So you just keep going and you going and going. And then what would you do if that was you?
We already talked about my pop, so I'll probably believe him off top.
Yeah, that probably is you. Right that probably is you.
I will believe him off top. I mean, I don't know, right? I don't think it changes my daily life.
No, it's not.
But I know me. I almost definitely would want to know who all my siblings are.
I would have to question my mom though. Well,
it's probably from your dad. Yeah,
from the dad. Yeah. That's it.
What if your pops ain't your pops?
Well, I look like my dad.
Oh yeah,
when
you
he was
do.
Younger, so that would be kind of weird. Did I see other people like me? It's like, what the hell?
I see your sister.
Yeah.
Look like you with a wig.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn, y'all got some strong genes.
Strong cheeks.
Jeans.
Okay. I'm like, man, I don't know where you going with this. That's my sister.
Strong jeans. They look like you with a wig. No, Dr. Cline was crazy. I like docs like that though. So what would you rate this one?
I would give this one a good 4.7 out of 5.
Damn, almost perfect.
Almost perfect.
Where did they go wrong? What's perfect for you?
What's perfect for me?
Yeah.
It's his childhood. They would have went deep into that.
Yeah, but that's that's something they couldn't include.
We needed a reason on why he did it.
You're right. It felt incomplete.
Yes,
but not because of them not doing the work. It was just incomplete because they couldn't get him to talk.
But you could have got somebody like one of those psycho.
No.
Who I'm thinking of? I can't think of the word. Psychological people.
The profilers.
Yeah, the profiles. You could have got a profile to at least give us.
I mean, it was the first.
It could be. It don't have to be accurate, but some insight.
There isn't any. There's no case studies on this.
That's what we could have had somebody do this before the doc. They had years to do this because this happened in 2019 actually 2018.
It was that recent.
When did she find out?
I don't know.
I think it was recent. I think they said it was recent. Because 23andMe, how long has 23andMe been?
I don't fucking know.
It has been out that long?
I don't know.
Okay, all right.
I feel like it's been out longer than this.
What would you rate it?
A 4.8. Almost perfect.
Okay. Is there a reason?
For the same reason. Okay. It felt incomplete.
I feel your rating is kind of petty a little bit.
Why? For being so close?
4.7 and you go 4.8.
I feel like all my ratings have been higher than yours.
Yeah, but no, this one is a little bit. They haven't been like close like this.
Why? You think I should have said 5?
Yeah. Or
tell me what I should say.
Or you said 4 point and you thought about it was like 8.
Yeah, because it wasn't 5, and I feel like saying 4.9. Okay, wow, 4.7.
Okay, we agree there. I mean, you could have kept 4.8, but still,
what's the difference? 4.78. I like even numbers.
Right, we both like it. It was good.
It was great.
We just needed more
closure.
Closure.
But I understand why they didn't have it.
Why?
I mean, because he wouldn't give an interview.
Okay, well, if it still comes out, how many kids you think he had overall?
Oh, easily over 150.
150?
Yes.
That's an NBA score.
I mean, because how many people now have seen this who might be involved is going to refuse a DNA test because they don't want to be involved?
That is true. You think there's any black kids?
Hell no.
It might be.
No, because after 96, I think one chocolate kid would have popped up.
Well, it would be chocolate. It'll be like.
Well, you know, with white people, all you need is a drop and you chocolate.
It'd be light skin.
Same thing.
But I don't see. Yeah. I don't see.
No.
This
I mean,
one,
because I think
really
he was. I think he was looking for blonde hair, blue eyes.
He was looking for that.
I mean, I think it was the race thing. I think that's what he was shooting towards.
No, so no, it ain't.
I don't think it was sexual pleasure because, like, that's a girl been in the next room.
Is it a Hector Cline? It's a Hector out there. It's a Hector, a Juanita Cline.
I mean, none of them had his last name but his own kids. So, you know what? Honestly, the most fucked up thing about this,
kids.
Yeah, the most fucked up thing is when the husband and wife came together with the husband's sperm and he used his own. I think that's the most fucked up out of all the cases.
Yeah, that was his friends though. I think that was his friends.
It was a few of them.
It was his friends. It was another girl too.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think that's the deception on that shit.
No, I don't want this one. I'll use this.
For him to have the specimen there and just go, nope, this is my kid.
Well, you gotta sell it too, because you know what you're about to do.
Right.
You know what he knows what he's about to do.
Because that one lady was like, oh, he's still a blessing in my eyes. I wouldn't have this girl if it wasn't for him. I know it was wrong, but all's well that ends well.
You probably would have had the girl.
I was like, somebody kicked this lady in her pinky toe.
There's more than one doctor in her pinky toe. It's more than
she
one
was old.
doctor.
That should have hurt.
One fertility doctor out there.
100%.
I gotta know how much he charged.
You think money would have made a difference?
That's a good way to be a doctor without really being a doctor. All you gotta do is know where the needle goes.
I mean, Dr. Love was doing it. Well,
Dr. Love.
It was a black dude went by Dr. Love, but he wasn't like.
Oh, I know you're talking that little teenage guy.
Yeah,
I know you're talking about. But he was just looking at. I don't think he was like.
That's a vagina.
You know what? Yeah.
This shit click. I found it.
That guy. And plus, they also said none of the workers knew what he was doing either, because there was no traffic on the first floor.
You think that's true?
I think they had to. Like
Somebody had to know.
just
I mean,
like,
bro, come on, because I feel like where they were in Indiana, it was not close to a medical school. So where the fuck was he getting medical student specimens from? You know what I'm saying? How many people really will donating sperm?
And coming from a professional masturbator, when you're masturbating, you got to wipe up something. So somebody had to clean up his office, some tissues or something.
Something. I mean, it's hard to believe that nobody knew.
That's what they.
This is something that he did passionately, way too often, and no one nowhere was just like, wait, why is he doing it this way? This is not how we learned in school. This was not part of the process.
Exactly.
No, like did he not have like one of them cryogenic freezers where he kept the specimens? Ain't nobody see these specimens. My man went into an office with a little fucking pop fridge.
The office is like a little closet.
Right. And they just thought that was fine. Like where did he keep the specimens?
They said he would be gone. I think he was doing it because they said he would be gone for like minutes at a time.
I don't know, man. I wonder what kind of porn he was watching.
He had to have a magazine.
Maybe it was like a little hole in the wall. He was looking at the girl.
That's weird. He could have just stayed in there. He could just Louis C.K. it. That is weird because it was like, did he have the Playboys?
I don't know. Was he beating up like, this is for Jesus?
It's so many questions. That's why I got a 4.7. It's so many questions, man.
I don't know. All right. You ready to wrap this up?
Yeah, I am, man. Because you looking at your watch, you taking phone calls and everything.
I had to take that call.
I feel you did.
I did.
You had to snitch on the podcast.
That's my job.
Okay, I feel you.
That's what paid for.
I do that too. I do that.
Paid for all this shit.
Well, as always, my name is Alan Ford. You can follow me at. Slow down. You can follow me at. You can follow me at
Will
Ford.
Hill.
Go ahead, man.
You can follow me everywhere. Simply just Will.
Okay,
and we out. Now,
and you can follow me at Ford of Comedy as always. Check us out. See any upcoming shows we got coming. So,
what's the next one?
The next documentary?
Yep.
The next documentary would be the one about Monte Tio.
Montatio.
I cannot pronounce this man's name. The Hawaiian dude who got catfish.
Montatio. Yeah, that shit was fucked up.
That was fucked up.
All right, y'all. Make sure y'all tune in and watch it.
See y'all later.
It's on the beat, make it boom.